All right, D. So we look at this right here. Let's look at this pass protection ratings. And I mean, I've been saying this since week one after we played the Steelers that, our offensive line isn't the greatest. And it's been showing. It seems like we're getting a little better. Remember, we're 26.
Hmm.
We're creeping our way back up to 21. But what do you think about this, man? Looking at it, you can look at it in a very good way and a very bad way. Me personally, I look at it as the glass half full. The
Yeah.
fact that Brock Purdy is still playing good despite having a pretty bad offensive line that starts with the center, right guard, and right tackle. I mean, look at these other teams: the Falcons, Titans. We got the Seahawks, Bengals, and all these teams right here. They're bottom feeders. Their offensive line sucks. The only one that's playing really good, that's having actually a Pro Bowl year, is Brock Purdy.
Yep.
So, what do you think about this, man? Do you think that this could be a good thing? The fact that Brock Purdy, he's already going through those trials where he's throwing the ball and already getting tagged, but
Yeah.
he's throwing it quick, or do you think, shit, man, he's gonna get killed out there? What do you think?
I think it just shows a testament of Brock Purdy. Just that's one thing that the analysts don't touch
Yeah.
on. They want to blame him for like, oh, that he's got all these weapons, he's got the Avengers, but they don't really talk about like the plays that he makes. Now they're kind of starting to like realize it just a tiny bit because of that throw he made with in the zone coverage versus the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crazy pass that he made with that Ayuk. But other than that, it's like, man, they should have been talking about this all season because besides even an unhealthy Trent Williams, which is like probably like our only like good offensive line
He was
guy,
out 3 games.
man, you look at guys like Brundle, McKivitz, man, especially like our right side, man, that's like one of our weakest. And it's been shown that Brock Purdy, man, he's been making plays, especially when we talked about like in the Cowboys game where, man, our offensive line really sucked that game, but he just made those plays and got those 4 touchdowns and really showed like, man, he's been playing at an MVP level. And it's just crazy to see, like, you look back at the numbers he just showed to see people like the Chargers and the Raiders. Oh my gosh, can't believe they have a better offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't even have like a run game or receiver. So that's crazy that we have all these weapons, but we still have one of the worst offensive line and we have one of the best running backs in the game. So that just shows, man, how beast our offense is, that even though that these guys can't do the protection, that we can still make plays happen. And that just shows like how good that, Brock Purdy in this like offense is really going like down the stretch, that it's like, you know what, we're not gonna make any excuses, that we're gonna still get everybody involved. We're gonna show people like, yo, this is our year.
Yeah, and during that 3 game losing streak, everyone was panicking, saying Brock Purdy. And the first thing I was looking at was, dude, the line sucks. Like, it's being killed, especially that game against Cleveland where it seemed like he was dropping back and there was a guy in his face every like 1-2 seconds. I'm not even talking about like 5 seconds. He was like getting hit right away when he hiked the damn ball. So that's what I noticed right there. But to me, it's more encouraging. The fact that he's doing this with not the great offensive line. Imagine when he does have a top 10 pass protection offensive line, how better he's going to look. Look at Jalen Hurts, man. This guy has all day to throw.
Yeah.
And he has such a great offensive line. That's one thing that I give credit to the Eagles. They have an amazing offensive line with Lane Johnson on one side. You got Kelsey, and then other boys, was it Jarvis and Dickerson, who I love, who I wanted the Niners to get, but I know we'd have a first round pick from Alabama, and all their dudes they're studs. And our guys pretty much were the exact opposite. But imagine if because people are like, oh, he has all the weapons. And I hate how Stephen A. Smith and all those guys are like, he's everywhere. Their offensive line stacked. No, it's not, dude. It's not stacked at all. Like, yeah, we have good receivers and all.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you look on paper, Jalen Hurts has the better weapons and the better offense. Well, not the better weapons. I said that weapons are the same with the receivers and the running back. It's about the same. Probably we have a better running back with McCaffrey. But the offensive line, Jalen Hurts has a way better offensive line. And Brock Purdy, he's throwing better numbers than him. Way better numbers than Jalen Hurts. If you look at the completion percentage, QBR, more passing yards a game, they're all better than Jalen Hurts, and that's with the offensive line that can't protect him. That's good.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, I'm looking at this and I'm stoked because I'm thinking, all right, and in the future, when John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, they fix the center, the guards, right tackle, and we get a top 10 offensive line, dude, I think Brock Purdy's going to be rolling. So to me, this right here, dude, I get excited by this. I really do. I know everyone's like, dude, offensive line sucks, but still, look what he's doing with these guys already. So, I mean, it just shows you, like, he doesn't need the perfect situation. Everyone says, oh, he's in the perfect situation. Oh, man, look at this offense. Look at the offensive line. These receivers. No, man. To me, it starts with the offensive line and the fact that he doesn't have one to protect him and he's still out there balling. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I said this week 3. and people kind of were like, but I believe I was the first one to say it. He's the best quarterback we've had since Steve Young. And I really believe that. I really believe that. When you don't have the greatest offensive line, some years Tom Brady didn't have the best offensive line, but he still worked his magic. That shows you right there that this guy right here is a stud. So it's exciting to me, man. It really is. Imagine if he had offensive line with the Bills, Eagles, Dolphins, Vikings. So I don't know, man. I'm excited right now. I'm licking my chops, baby.
Yeah, and then how you touched on like the Eagles, man, they're probably like the offensive line. Man, I haven't seen offensive line since probably like since we had Kaepernick, where we had like all those guys like Ipati and all those guys.
Boone,
Yeah,
Joe Staley, good one, yeah.
Yeah, so because man, they're probably like one like in the 4th and 1, man, that's like plays unbeatable. The tush push, whatever.
Yeah,
That's like one like man, every time that happens, man, like I'm like, oh, it's automatic touchdown, it's automatic first down. Like, man, I don't even think anyone's really like stopped it this year. And so that just shows like how much the offensive line is just like crazy good. And the fact that we have people like Kittle that needs to block more. He's probably like honestly our second or third best offensive line guy at blocking, because man, that's how bad we are. But also, again, just going back, that it just shows how good like Brock Purdy is as far as like making plays, getting the ball out quick. And I've even said it like to begin with, like since like last year and the beginning of this year, man, if we had any other quarterback, man, dude, we'd be toast. Imagine if I know that Niner fans like to keep crying about like the whole quarterback situation, but I'm telling you guys, man, if like him or Jimmy were still with us, dude, we'd be toast. We wouldn't even probably be the Seahawks will probably be number 1 right now.
And work.
Yeah, so the fact that Brock Purdy, he's been able to get the ball out quick, been making the plays regardless of the situation, and really it's only like upward from here. And so I'm excited about it, and I'm excited for as far as like the season to continue.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm with you, 100% with you that that's one thing I think we got to address in the off season is the center. I mean, it goes back to me. It goes back to the Bengals game when it was 30 inches and Jake Brendel gets pushed back 3 yards. There was a fullback dive and Juszczyk just gets blown up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh! I roll my eyes and I'm like, damn, can we have Kelsey? Can we have Kelsey as our center or someone? I'm used to guys. I grew up with Jeff Garcia and them, and we had a guy, Steve Young, a guy named Jeremy Newberry. He was like a country boy, and he would talk before the game. Man, I want to go eat. He's like all southern white boy, and just talk all funny. But dude, this guy would throw people as a center. I'm like, man, we have not had that forever. Man, we had a guy like Jake Brendel, and we got, remember Richburg, we got him, but he got freaking hurt. So it's like we've had some bad luck there. So we really haven't had an elite center, but hopefully we could address that, and hopefully it could help Brock Purdy. I want to see him with a top 10 pass protection line, and that would just be sick. I think that would unlock everything, give him a little more time. But he's doing a great job, though. Regardless, doing a great job getting the ball off quick with the line he has, and he's making them look better. He really is making them look better.
And all we could hope for is that they, at some point, they pick up the momentum, because we saw like guys like Feliciano and then more like getting like the mix. And so
add them, switch them in with Feliciano, how they did last year with Brunskill and Burford. Do that right there. See who's better. Or just put Feliciano in there, and also try more out too at right tackle, man. Switch it up. I mean, Chris Forster, he's got to step it up. He's got to be like, hey, man, they're not getting it done. Let's do something else. So that's just my opinion, man.
Yeah. So like I said, like hopefully they pick up the momentum, because right now we're probably like the hottest team in the NFL right now. And so hopefully like some of that juju goes on them as far as like the good luck and the hotness that we've been having. And so let's take care of business this weekend. Hopefully that Brock Purdy can have like another solid game, make a statement, and let's go, baby. It's almost playoff time. I'm ready for that.
Ready, heck yeah, man. But that's what we got, man. Let us know what you guys think about this. Are you encouraged, discouraged about the offensive line, encouraged about Brock Purdy? Let me know down below. Talk to you next time. Peace.